So I just wanted to talk about the atmosphere today. Okay. Our atmosphere is made of certain things that allow for life. Okay. Two of these things are carbon dioxide and oxygen. Carbon dioxide was actually a serious element in the creation of the atmosphere through loads of volcanic activity spewing everywhere. And that carbon dioxide allowed for plant life to evolve. Trees, algae, right? Seaweed, you name it. And they started to produce oxygen. And the oxygen allows for the air that me and you breathe. Okay. Interestingly, it's such a powerful source of life that it's one of the things that was thought to make the dinosaurs so humongous in size. But the balance of atmosphere is delicate. So when we talk about atmosphere, small numbers have a big impact. And 100 parts per million of upset in that, right? 100 parts per million of carbon dioxide or other greenhouse gases can be the difference between an area being desert or forest, which is really important to remember. It's like locking yourself in a garage, all right, with the car running and no ventilation. You just keep adding carbon. I mean, granted, there's other things involved as well in that process, all right, but that's what we're doing. Right, we're slowly changing the composition of our atmosphere until we suffocate. Because on the one hand, we're adding all this carbon, and on the other, we're removing all of these trees and all of this plant life that supplies the oxygen. This map represents the loss of tree cover from 1972 to today. So last year, the UK produced 500 million tonnes of carbon into the atmosphere. Just imagine that. Imagine that weight of particles just being blown into the atmosphere, and that's just the UK. So if we carry on down the path we're being led by the government, we're going to suffocate. That's the long and short of it. You take away people's oxygen and you replace it with carbon dioxide, you suffocate. And it'll be a long, horrible process. So we need to shift investment, and we need to do it fast, okay? We need to invest in carbon capture, and we need to invest in rewilding programs. This is so important, and very little is being done in comparison to the problem that we are facing. Question is, does our government have the ability to do this? It's my belief that it's not really designed for it. It's designed for the Victorian era. Our government's designed for essentially the Industrial Revolution, okay, which is exactly what we are trying to now change and shift from. So what we need is a new government that can react appropriately to this problem, because our government just physically can't. It doesn't have the ability.